Hey, gorgeous, it's Paula, and Tessa, and we're talking about 6 prep steps for FSBO. And Tessa's needing a little more attention tonight, so pardon us. 6 prep steps for FSBO. When you are considering selling your home, these are things that I go over with my clients. And so if you are flying solo, then please consider looking at these, and it can help your transaction go a lot easier. So let's dive right in, shall we? I'm a licensed real estate agent in Washington State, and I've been in real estate for over 15 years. My primary area is Southwest Washington, and my approach in real estate is very simple. Real estate is the biggest investment most people will ever make. Now, if you are making gigantic decisions, and there's several pivoting places in a transaction that can occur, and how can you make those decisions? How can you make them if you don't have all the information? So that is my whole approach. My job is to assist you in making sure you have all of the information available so you can make the best decisions. It's very simple. My clients, when we are done with the transaction, are very happy because they are smarter and wiser, and they know they've made the best decisions for themselves. So let's dive right in. The first thing you want to make sure you do if you are selling your home is put yourself in the buyer's shoes. You probably have walked through your home so many times that you don't notice the squeaky screen door, or the missing slats on the shutters, or the peeling paint over here, or the drawer handles and cupboard pulls in the kitchen that really need updating. Little touches and things here or there. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, take your cell phone around and take pictures of everything. Create a master list of things that need taken care of. Not saying you have to do all these things. There's a reason, very good reason. No home is repair free. I've seen brand new construction where we've done inspections and there are repairs that need to be made. When buyers come to your home, the best way to get them in the door is going to be your curb appeal. The way you get them to want to hang out and stay in your home is to wow their socks off when they get in the door. And so obvious repairs and things that are going to maybe turn them away or make them go, oh, okay. Prioritize that list when you've got it done. The reason being is that if your buyer is being financed, there might be items on that list that need to be done in order for the appraisal to go through. I'm going to give you a quick example. Let's say your buyer is a VA buyer, and your home is great. I mean, obviously, you've lived in it. There's a few things that could be touched up or fixed here or there. Every home has these items. But let's say off your gorgeous porch, you have these beautiful steps going down, and there is no railing. Well, for a VA appraisal, they're probably going to call out that there's no railing on the steps. And your appraisal will be contingent on that railing being installed. So catching things, doing a little bit of research, knowing FHA, VA, conventional, just all the different types of financing and things on your list that might get called out. Those might be things to take care of first. So this could take a little bit of research and some time, but repairs. The second thing on the list is cleaning. And this is pretty self-explanatory, but cleaning is really critical. If you have vinyl windows, you can actually pop one of the window panes out so you can clean the tracks. Clean your windows from your basement to your attic. Clean the blinds. Dusty blinds are in everybody's home. Everybody has them, but clean them. Refinish floors or finishes if you need to. stripping and, oh, here's one. If you have tile floors and you have brown grout, nobody has brown grout. It's dirty. Clean it. And if you need to hire a cleaning company to come in and take care of that for you, it's going to make a huge difference. You want to professionally clean your carpets. Make sure you use low suds. You know, all the new washers have high efficiency, low suds. Not using a low suds cleaner in your carpet cleaner can leave soap residue that can just make things icky and gross and dirty. So clean your home. Keep it picked up, because at any moment you could have somebody come through and you don't want to have to re-clean. So once you've got it cleaned, live in it if it's somebody else's home. Just make sure you keep everything tidy. Keep your stuff off the floors and go from there. The third thing we're going to talk about is neutralizing. And, you know, automatically it's like, oh, well, you know, I just cooked chicken dinner. No, neutralizing. I've walked through some of the most stunning properties and with clients, and they look at the walls and they look at the floors and they look at the carpets. And it's true. It's easy to paint the walls, but I have never been able to get a buyer to see that paint is cheap. So if you lived in a house and you've made it yours with bright orange or bright green, or the last home I lived in, when I moved in, it had 3-inch Seahawk green and blue shag carpet. Okay, that's your buyers are going to see that, and they're going to just kind of go, ew, this is kind of gross, okay? But it's easy to take a carpet out and refinish a floor these days. Everybody can do DIY. Why are we here? Because you're considering FSBO, DIY home selling. So if you have bright colored walls, a couple coats of off-white are a really, really small investment. The reason you want to do this is you want your buyers to see themselves in this home. And if you've got bright orange or bright red, I went through one home that was really gorgeous, and it literally had black and red walls. And it's a stunning property. But knowing that I would have to paint over black and red walls kind of stopped me a bit. How do you get around that? So neutralize. Taking down things that are your family, your personal belongings and knickknacks, your valuables. This is critical. If you've got people coming through your home, you don't want valuables laying around. I mean, most buyers are pretty savvy, but you know, remove and neutralize the space, because when buyers come in, they want to be able to see themselves in this space. And right now, one of the popular trends is gray and white, and it's kind of fading out a little bit. The style is not as popular, the colors, but find a neutral color that almost any decor would go with. Okay, that's just something you can do. The next thing on your list is space management. When you have buyers come in, you want the space to be open. You want it to be spacious. If you've got rooms that have a few too many chairs, or your dining room table is really big for the space that it's in, pack it up. Get a little card table with a darling tablecloth and some really pretty chairs to put there so people can see spacious. Taking all of your off-season clothes out of your closet. And it's estimated that a closet with about 70% capacity makes it seem so much more spacious. If you've got hundreds of pairs of shoes, pack them all up and put them in a storage for the time being, and make the space spacious. declutter. You want to make people come in and they'll see the flow with furniture here and there, but make it seem spacious. Okay. The next one that we've got is pretty self-explanatory. Atmosphere. And atmosphere is when they come in. If you work in a diesel shop all day and you come in and there's greasy auto part smell throughout the house. So this can be an odor that puts people off. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, when I cook dinner tonight, I guarantee you my home smelled like dinner for a couple hours. But there's a couple different ways you can do this. Mildew smell, mold smell. I lived in a 125-year-old home, and I tell you what, in the wintertime, it just kind of had that funk to it. So I would go through and put the little hang-up moisture absorbers, dehumidifier bags, I guess you would call them, in all the closets through the winter, because I just want to keep the odor. I didn't put, if I had wet towels from something, I would wash them immediately and dry them. Atmosphere. When somebody comes in, this is a trick I tell all my clients. I want you to go down to Costco. I want you to buy one of the great big boxes of Otis Spunkmeyer cookie dough. Next, I do not want you to tell me where they are, because when I come over, I will know where they are. And those cookie balls, oh, they're good. Midnight snacks is just a ball of Otis Spunkmeyer cookie dough. It's good. And you're going to get a call, hey, you know, can we come over and see the house? And there's studies done that the smell vanilla it's got some really powerful reactions to it. So, yeah, we want to come over in about an hour and see your property. And you're like, yeah, how about you give us an hour and 10 minutes? Grab a cookie sheet, pop some of those cookie balls on there, and pop them in the oven. Run around, kind of make sure everything is tidy. You know, if you've got, in my house, we always had dog nose prints on the windows. And so we would take those and we would clean them up. And then take those cookies out and, you know, put them onto a plate. Really cute little plate. I generally would use like one of my great-grandmother's Blue Willow dishes. And I had a little card that says, thank you so much for, you know, viewing our home. And pop the cookie sheet in the dishwasher, make sure everything looked nice and tidy. And when they would come in the house, all they smell is cookies. And they're going to see the little card. And I tell you what, I've walked through homes where sellers have done this, and it stops the buyers in their tracks. This is a huge trick. Tip and trick. Trip. Cookies. They're going to view your home. They're going to have a sweet little snack, and they are so impressed by the sellers that just, you know, oh, they made us fresh cookies, because they can smell them. So, you know, it's really, 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 really good stuff. The last one we're going to do is staging, and this is a, Tessa, come. You can hear her over there. And staging is something that, in my opinion, is really worth at least looking at. You have your furniture, you have your way of setting it up, you are comfortable with, you know, the way the sofa is and the way the chairs are, and that's great. But a stager's job is to showcase your home. It's their job. And I've had homes where you walk in and it's gorgeous, but there's no furniture, and it's really kind of difficult to grasp the flow of the home. And a stager will clear that right up for you. And often people aren't. I mean, it's really not that expensive. If you're looking at selling your home, consider a stager. Okay? I've had properties where we've had really weird shaped rooms, and they took and put smaller gathering spaces with, actually, they had far more furniture in the space than I thought would even work. But the way they laid it out was beautiful. The home showed amazingly. It sold faster, and your buyers can actually make an offer on that furniture and just keep it in the home if they want. That is an option with some stagers. So those are 6 prep steps if you are looking at selling your home. And I know I kind of just touched on it a little bit earlier, but curb appeal. I'm just going to toss this out here. I've driven up to homes where buyers took one look and they just kind of went, oh no, and drove away. And again, let's go back. If these people are at your house to view it, they are interested. But you want to get them in the door. And in order to do that, go trim some shrubbery. Make sure that your walkway is cleaned. Specifically Washington State, we have a lot of moisture. And so over the winter time, your sidewalk may have some unwanted green growth on it. Your flower beds may need a little bit of tidying. You want people to walk up and go, oh, this is adorable. I love this. This is great. That's my girl. So she's telling me it's time to land the plane and we're going to leave. But we've got lots of other videos. I would love it if you would like and subscribe. And we're going to be posting a ton of great real estate content, all designed to make sure that you have all the information so you can make the best choice for you. I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for joining me.